Welcome back to Fee's Barbecue. Can't remember what episode this is, but that's okay. Today we're going to be doing smoked pork tenderloin. So we're going to take the pork and take it out of its packaging and throw a slab on the cutting board. You're going to want to dry it off with paper towel. We're going to be smoking the pork tenderloin today on the Weber kettle. We're trying to run our smoke around 250 degrees, so it takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours to cook all three of these at once. So come over here and I'll show you what we're doing next. So next step after patting the meat down with paper towel is take some extra virgin olive oil. I'm gonna unvirgin the pork tenderloins. I have this Barbecue Pit Boys Almighty rub. I've used it in a number of my videos. It's really good on pork and beef. This is it here. Just got it at your local grocery store. You can probably get it anywhere. So we're just gonna liberally sprinkle it onto the tenderloin. Most of it's gonna burn off anyway, so you just want to coat the living crap out of it. We're going to flip it over, put it on the undersides as well. Don't forget the sides. What is this, amateur hour? Excellent. Okay, we're going to place it onto our wire rack. Lots of access on the board, that's okay. We'll just pat it up with the sides, make sure everything's all coated. Now we have our tenderloin on our cooling rack. We're going to throw it in the fridge while we go fire up the pit. Like always, we're going to be using some charcoal briquettes. Let's just put a few into the starter here and get things rolling. Helps if you get it in the chimney. And it's just starting to rain right now, which makes this extremely difficult, but we'll get it going. So the coals in the chimney are just about red hot. So what I'm doing right now is taking my briquettes and putting them in the cool side of the charcoal barbecue. So right now I'm just going to arrange them kind of neat and tidy, but nothing too crazy. Like the queen's not coming over for dinner. We're just cooking some pork tenderloin, you know what I'm saying? And just leaving an open pocket where I'm going to pour those red hot coals, and we'll get going. So now our charcoal is ready to pour. So what we're going to do is just pour it into that opening at the top. At this time, I'm gonna reach into my bag of goodies, pull out some hickory chunks, lay them on the part that's already lit, and some onto the new coals. So as it creeps through, it hits those pieces of wood and gives our pork tenderloin a nice kiss of hickory. I feel like there's something missing. Oh, there it is. Nice. Okay. We're almost at 250 degrees. Let's pop that lid off and get these tenderloins placed out. Okay, staying on the cool side, we don't want them right over the coals. We want the smoke to graze over them and then up and out of the vent holes in the top. Looks good right there. I can see a hickory chunk just starting to catch on. Let's throw that lid back on and start smoking. Now, like I was mentioning earlier, I'm going to try to keep the barbecue around 250 degrees or so. Gives us about an hour and a half to 2 hours to cook these pork tenderloins. All I have is an instant read, so I have to periodically pick up the lid, check the temperature. But what I'm looking for is an internal temperature of 145 degrees. That keeps the pork nice and moist without drying out too much. Once it hits 145, I'll pull it off, let it rest inside for 10 to 15 minutes, slice on in. Godsend. I know everyone loves that noise. So, because we're running into a bit of a time crunch here, the pork tenderloins hit a bit of a stall at around 140 degrees. So I opened up both bottom and top vents all the way. Get the temperature rocking up to about 325 degrees right now. So we'll pull the lid and we'll take a temperature check. Pretty sure we're going to be pretty close to pulling them off, but we'll take a peek here. Helps if you turn the thermometer on first. Number 1, we're reading 143. Number 2, 141. Number 3, 145 on the nose. So we're gonna let them rock a little bit longer. I don't want to burn them. I gotta risk it them drying out here. So we're just gonna wing it, as they say. I probably have time for one more drink before I pull these off. All right, let's pull the lid and get these babies on the cooling rack. Bring them inside and let them do their rest. Looking great. One, two, and three. Shut our top vent and our bottom vent. Okay, well, so we brought the pork tenderloin in. We let it rest for about 5 or 10 minutes. So let's take a slice on in and see what we got. Should have nice little medallions. Absolutely. I wish you could smell this because it's excellent. Keep slicing into a 1/4 inch thick. Got the juice just pouring out here, which is what you want to see. You don't want to spend all that time and then realize that you've just dried it right out. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Feed Barbecue. As you can see, we got a nice smoke ring and a nice tender piece of meat. We're going to be eating good tonight. Thanks for watching.